All right, guys, we're going to be talking about the Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand, when we start coming into these cross pairs, just know that you tend to get a lot of spikes, and the volatility is a little bit more, much more, and you will need a much bigger stop loss. If you're not okay with the stop loss, or maybe the account size may not be okay for you to justify your maybe your 0.5% or your 1% as you're taking these trades, then you might want to consider taking it as a confirmation. So let's go ahead and jump right into you got your monthly. We came out of monthly resistance, monthly support right there. Red lines are my weekly support and resistance. Um, we're coming into somewhat of a support right there on the weekly. It's not the best looking one. We do have another set right around here, but let's go ahead and dig in deeper a little bit towards the daily. This is going to be more of a short term short here that I have set up right here. You have your daily demand. You got your rally base rally right there. Um, you got all that supply up there. So let's go ahead and bring it down to the 4 hour. On this one, even though the 4 hour is all the way up here, this is the reason why we're coming into 4 hour demand right there. 4 hour demand right here. Um, I am expecting someone of a pullback, and even though that's, I think maybe your best looking pullback right around your 75.30 area, your 75.25. I'm looking at this zone right right there. And the reason why I'm looking at the 74.25 area is because not only do you have a wick over wick, but that level right there was previously your support right there. So not only did we break support, now would become your resistance, but we have a level on level right there. So I'm looking for the pullback towards this level for your continuation. I think I have a target 72.50. So your 72.50 target would be the first target. And then at another target at the 71.30, right around there. So this is going to be an interesting one. And remember, um, this is something where you need a really good stop loss. So actually, let's kind of I haven't plugged this one in, right, but let's I'm shooting for the 20. Actually 65 would be okay. So that's pretty much the zone that I'm looking at. And if it does work out, even if it comes towards this level, well, let's just say we get stopped out, right? But let's just kind of talk about this one first of all. Let's just say we got stopped out. It doesn't work, right? Well, then just know that you have another level right up here. All right. But let's take this. Let's take a stab at this one first. If it ends up working, you could clearly see that these are your 3-to-1 trades. Okay, 4-to-1 trades. Okay, or even maybe more if you let it run. Okay. Now if that doesn't work, the last thing we want to see here is some kind of basing as we approach it here, and we form some kind of basing for your next continuation back up towards this supply. Then at that point, I won't really feel comfortable taking like set and forget, because as we base here, then we would come back up, and then as it comes back down, then most likely sometimes that basing would create demand for your continuation back up. I've seen it happen, and sometimes for that reason, I'm not really interested in doing a set and forget on that second level. I would need some kind of confirmation that it's breaking down and it's not giving me the basing again, or it's just, this is where I kind of be careful. And sometimes what I do, I wait. I wait until we break this level, and then we just keep on breaking down, because at that point I'll not only will I'll shoot for the first target, I'll shoot for the second target. So the risk reward here is pretty good, if we have the patience. Uh, Now remember, guys, that when we're looking at these trades, um, sometimes they might not come all the way up, but just because they don't come all the way up doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to trade. You could day trade these as long as we kind of already have our built-in bias direction as to where we want to go and take it to. And as long as the strong weak analysis kind of are are okay with that given day, then you have the overall BIOS direction for the downside. And if you look at the strong weak analysis, and it's, let's just say, you know what, the euro is just tanking for that given day, you have your New Zealand like in the neutral strong side. This is actually a really good trade to actually keep on shorting. All right, and then you would have to narrow it down to like a 2 hour 30-minute zone at that point. All right, guys, or even a breakout of the Asian session or London session, whatever you guys decide. Anyhow, this is pretty much it for the Euro New Zealand, and I'll see